Well, I don't know if this camera will take a movie. It usually tells me there's not enough room. And so I can't make movies. But if I have my other iPod or the other one, then I can take movies all I want and I can upload every day. But you're just on my iPhone and you probably are not going to let me video more than for, well, certainly less than a minute. So I better hurry up and tell you everything. So it's day 8 since my second hip replacement surgery. I'm not sure how it went for this time last time, but sometimes I have lots of energy and I do something, but then I have this pinch where it's supposed to hurt all the time. I've been trying to play with the medicines, make sure I take enough but not too much. Enough to get the job done, but not enough to zonk me out. So I've been working with that. And I am feeling that the operation was more of an inconvenience. Things are opening up outside. There's tops of plants sticking through already. And I'm up here looking down, watching all kinds of things take shape. It's very interesting to see all the focus on one place and everybody working like bees on one place, and that place starts to get done, and it's quite exciting. And so Scarlett and Bo and Dale and Willem, not so much Willem, I don't think, maybe so. Anyway, they're all been working down there on the studio. And I'm going to turn it into a palace. And all this stuff around here. She's going to terrace the whole works. It's going to be amazing. We should have before and after pictures. Guess we do, probably. But Scarlett from How to Grow a Garden. Go look it up, YouTube, How to Grow a Garden. That's my Scarlett. Anyway, you can see the things that she does. The way she turns places into amazing places. You know, when 12 years ago or so, when she first went to Germany and was 12 years younger, she had a balcony and she wanted it to be kind of woodsy up there, and so she got all these bushes and she planted them all beside each other in a what does that call it? A planter? A flower box? And she planted these tall bushes. They were about, they were squished up, so they're right next to each other. The ball of the bush, the root ball. Anyway, they had no room. But she knew that. But they were beautiful flowers on them. And then when they finished flowering, then she planted them properly somewhere else. But they were amazing for a while. I mean, it wasn't enough for them to grow there, but it was enough for them to live there for a little while and be along the railing. It was really a cool idea she did. I think my view of doing things has changed. Things used to be I could do something and it was going to last for probably the rest of my life. But now, 20 years later, 30 years later, things have fallen apart. It's like, wait a minute, do I want to go to the effort of doing that again to last the rest of my life? I mean, all these projects that I did that would last forever are not lasting. So what does that mean now? Should I spend the rest of my life redoing things I already did, making cool things that are going to fall apart in so many years? I guess if I had known then when I planted it, when I created it, how long it would last, would I have created it? Yeah, I think so. I would have created it anyway. Now I'm at the other end of it and things are falling apart. Like the bridge that I built to Horseshoe Island. I built that a long time ago. Not 30 years or 29 years, but maybe 25 years ago. Something like that. And it has lost all of its goodness. Cedar lasts for 20 years. Well, hello, we're at 29 years here, so things are supposed to fall apart. Hey, look at that. You haven't turned off. Okay, so here I am on day 8. I spent most of the day, I don't know, recovering, I guess. Yesterday we had all the kids here. It was really a lot. It was much more than I thought I could do. It was more than I could do. At some point, my hip started hurting, and it overcame my medication. And then, from then on, I was just battling pain and unable to get relief. Till finally I did, but I pushed myself really hard. I think it was more than Scarlett could do to do both kids at once, because Maya was being really needing to hold on, and Desmond was very much let's run and play. And so she couldn't do it all herself, so she would sort of park me watching over him. It was a good idea because we played together. But I knew I was the grandmother being parked to watch over the grandchild. I was never the grandma before. I was always the mom. Then I got to be an older mom. Abe used to ask us when he was young, how come my parents have gray hair? You know, how come you can't use a cane, Mom? No, Mom, don't use a cane. I want to use a cane. No. You already look really old. And then I heard somebody talking about the old people, the silver generation. That's us. I'm the silver generation. Okay, so do I need some